Serenoa and his stalwart allies proved their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawnspear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolford's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General Laura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hysat's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simon.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are two vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
The mere fact that you put those words before us is answer enough.
Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son.
The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and
I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourselves as befits the lord of the High House.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord. It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish,
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
Sarah Noah says, Esfrost or Hyzant, would that we had the time to visit both. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. Yeah, so we can kind of like persuade. Looks like there's like a 50-50 split.
Lord Serenella.
Benedict says, Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe we could benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. I don't want to persuade him otherwise.
Say.
Roland says, doubtless S-Frost will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? I'm gonna say I wish to visit Hyzant instead. Roland says, what reasons have you for wanting to visit there? I'm gonna say the salt from the source has made them prosperous. I would be interested in seeing how that wealth manifests itself.
I suppose.
Roland says, ah yes, the source. One can only wonder how it differs from any other body of water. Now that you mention it, I would very much like to see a sight with my own eyes. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You've given me much to consider.
Listen, lad.
Eridor says, can't very well say Hyzant holds much appeal to me. Sorsley and Exarm are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Esfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weather won't. I'm gonna say again, I wish to visit the holy state of Hyzant. He says, care to tell me why? Let's see. I'm gonna say the same thing. I want to see the source. Eridor says your union with Frederica marks an important turning point. You'll have other chances to visit the source, and make no mistake, right now you should set your eyes on making your lady love happy. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter. He seems indifferent, I guess. I don't want to go to Esfrost because all those people are assholes. But whatever. She's already on my side. So this is the only other person I care to talk about. Anna says, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I will follow. I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, though. I'm gonna say the holy state again. They say Hyzant is the nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? I'm just gonna say, I hear everyone is treated as equals, and I'd like to see the truth of that. Anna says, equality for all, can there really be such a place? If so, I would like to walk its streets and speak to its people. Thank you for sharing. I see now why you wish to visit. Alright. And persuasion, I say yes.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the holy state of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
You have my vote.
Forgive me, lad.
Eridor says, I've been wanting to visit Esfrost for a while.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant. We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzant. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Adrian.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interest to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
Huh? She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair will draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair, the pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast, sand-swept land. Before long, the grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the goddess's shield, behind it lies the source, Nozelia's only supply of salt. Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the pass below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
Tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
What's that sound?
this be?
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. High Xantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of the Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she's been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenol Wolford Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regner.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenol Wolford, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolford and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon.
Lord Serenor, is that not a slight to our efforts in this endeavor?
Even so, I will not deny my curiosity. Pray, tell us more.
While we may indeed be working together, our motives differ. There's no disputing that. But we must accept that reality and join hands if we truly wish to enrich our nations.
I see. So you believe in freedom and competition. However, in such a world, only the strong will thrive, and the weak will weep.
Even so,
Lord Serenor, the Holy One wishes for peace and equality across all Norzelia. It is our hope that you will trust in the Holy State's good intentions.
of course.
The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzanth live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. Is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Viola's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzanth's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry, and let them admire Hyzanth's pursuit of life and magic.
Look, a Rosalind. I heard she's an envoy for Glenbrook.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world. but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
What was his problem?
Sir Noah, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
Serenoa says, "How are you faring, Frederica?" She says, "Better than before, thank you, but I should like to rest in the shade for a spell." Serenoa says, "Of course, rest as long as you like. I should take a moment to get to know the city. There may be merchants here that sell things that you can't get anywhere else. Interesting. Do you wish to enter the ministry? I say no for now." The soldier says, "It's rare for foreign dignitaries to be allowed into the ministry. Please take your time looking around." Huguette says, "From the Saurus to the Shield and the thriving city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me more impressed." That lady says, "It's thanks to the Hierophant that we want for nothing." The Tarot Card Man. This person says, "Have you seen the great wall around the city called the Goddess's Shield? It protects us and assault from any who would do us harm." This person says, "The goddess decides what those at the Ministry of Medicine should study, so they do not squander their time pondering it themselves." Interesting. Do you have any free shit, lady? I need some free shit. I'd like all of it, please. Thank you. Please put it in a bag. The Tyrian merchant says, "Hello, how can I be of service today?" Okay, so these are items that can do elemental damages. Renders the selected square flammable. I definitely want those. Do I have any junk I can get rid of? Let's see. Hopefully I can find some other stuff on the ground to sell, because I need those things to upgrade characters. This person says, "Hyzant is a blessed nation, one where everyone lives in peace, but if you happen to see anyone suspicious, alert the nearest sentry." Suspicioso. This person says, "The source? I don't know much about it. It's a sacred place that a select few are allowed to enter." Eridor says, could the streets really be that safe in a city this wealthy? Wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, you should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure your father would be happy to know that you thought of him. Gala says, in Hyzant, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, you are only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny the significance of their results. The goddess is on our side. Should another war arise, I know she would ensure the holy state's victory. Roland says the goddess's teachings condemn the Roselle to backbreaking labor at the source to atone for the crimes of their forebears. I know it is the way of their nation, and yet it doesn't sit well with me. Pray take care of Lady Frederica. I have no doubt this way is heaviest upon her. You cannot pass through here, says the soldier. This person says, it must be nice having freedom to roam around another's nation. Ooh, we got an ice stone. We got marvels, whatever that means. I think it's probably just like a story or something. Haven't really gone into the little story things that you can look at yet. Let's see what else we got here. The minister is always thinking of ways to make our nation better. Blah blah blah. As the game progresses, you can uncover information that will unlock additional responses. Okay. Do you wish to enter? I'm going to say not yet. Not everyone is happy with the Hierophant, though I don't understand why, says that person. This is a wonderful city. Enjoy your time here to your heart's content, but do not interrupt Minister Sorcely, and please stay away from the source. Sorcely says, as one of the Saintly Seven, I manage the production and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzant's finances. I can only imagine I was bestowed with such a venerable position in recognition of my unwavering faith to the goddess. Sarah Noah says, he deals with Hyzant's salt, the foundation of their wealth. It's a crucial job. I must ask you to turn back, says this person. So that's probably where this source is, I would guess. It's not gonna let me sneak over there. Oh, the sadness of it all. I thought I saw something blinking. Maybe on this roof. There we go. Kitty. It is a kitty, meow meow. I don't think there's anything else I can really find, honestly. I honestly haven't seen anyone who needs that, so I think I'll just take the fiber, since I'm pretty much out of cash. Exarm says, everyone in Hyzant knows the goddess's teachings. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. It is not wealth that drives our country, but the faith and happiness of her people. Let's see. I say, I think everyone would have different answers. Exarm says, the answer is simple, just follow the teachings, do so, and you shall be blessed. All who live in Hyzant can see the happiness that comes with those blessings. Sarah Noah says, I see. Thank you. Do the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb, he wonders? Alright. Let's see if I can go back in there without talking to her. I might as well just see what happens. Frederica says, I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain. I cannot help but worry for my people. I say I find it difficult to understand why, in this nation that touts equality, the Roselle must suffer such discrimination. Frederica says, I suppose my ancestors did something so unforgivable that we have yet to earn the goddess's forgiveness. But the Roselle who committed those crimes have long since passed. In House Wolford, people are judged by their deeds and not the circumstances of their birth, says Serenoa. Alright, let's go back into the ministry and see if there's anything. Anna says, they claim their city is peaceful, but there are soldiers in the streets. It really makes one wonder. Yep. The official says the ministry's research helps save lives. I'm proud to be a part of that. Thought I saw a sparkly bit. There we go. The goddess saves all who believe in her. We research that we may aid. Okay. Sounds like these people are drinking some serious Kool-Aid. This is as far as you go. The researchers are highly respected, and the ministry is a symbol of our knowledge and source of our people's pride. It's locked. They may even unlock the secret of immortality, says the crazy lady. Researchers immerse themselves in whatever the goddess bids them study. Yeah, we already knew that. This area is off limits. I'll have to ask you to turn back. It's locked. Benedict says, the goddess's teachings unite the people. They are what govern this nation. Perhaps there's something to be learned in all of this. Okie dokie. I think I've learned that I want to get the fuck out of here. Added treatment, something. I'm kind of curious what these, like, things are. Treatment notes. I don't really want to read all that mess. Maybe once I have all the volumes. Watching me. Well, I can't have my camera on right now because Husbando is still at work, and even though I don't think the camera would pick anything up, it would be illegal for me to record anything that he's doing, so we cannot have that. What is this? Increases ice resistance. I think I'm gonna sell that. Seem kind of interesting. Renders the selected square flammable. Wonder if that will enhance the fire magic. Let's go to the encampment and see if we can upgrade anybody's stuff. Evasion seems pretty good for her. Her physical attack power doesn't interest me too much there. Let's see if there's anything better. I would prefer his weapon damage go up. She wants both of those stones. I think I'd rather... Yeah, that seems fine. How much money do I have now? Not very much. And I don't think there's any new skirmishes. Yeah, I fought a couple of those skirmishes to level up because it seemed completely necessary. I was like, these fights... Well, you haven't seen any fights other than the skirmishes, so I haven't like done any of the story stuff yet. Anyway, I think my exploration is done of the town. There was a lot of money like laying around, so I'm glad I actually thoroughly checked it.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir thanks to Lady Frederica. It is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Thank you indeed, Frederica.
It was my pleasure.
Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Sima?
No. Even now, Lord Simon commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I understand. Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger, for the young lord's sake as well.
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
I should investigate.
Anna, what happened?
Some researchers at the ministry ran off with its secrets.
To think my ministry was infiltrated by unbelievers.
Unbelievers?
Heathens who reject the goddess's teachings.
At their head is a researcher named Plinius, who escaped with some of our most valuable findings. You must retrieve these documents for us, Exham.
Consider it done. Though they could be anywhere in town by now. I will need all the eyes I can get on the lookout.
I must remain here at the ministry. Their spies may still be among us.
Mr. Exham, we would be happy to be of service.
We are in your debt, Lord Sereno.
The men we pursue are researchers, proficient in the arcane arts. The insight of one versed in their ways will be invaluable to us.
Take Corentin with you. He is one of my most talented researchers. Corentin, you are to go with House Wolfort and help him retrieve our research from Plinius.
As you wish, Minister. All right, my friends. The pursuit begins.
At your service.
To me!
Understood. The honor is mine.
Lydius, give yourself up. There is no escape for heathens like yourself. Even attempting to steal our nation's secrets is a grave crime, one I know you have not forgotten.
This research is my life's work. I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. What is so wrong with treating it as my own?
Lydius, such an untainted passion for knowledge cannot hope to survive here. I had heard that Hyzant was a lad without strife, but it seemed that was too good to be true.
We mustn't allow Lydius and his lackeys to get away! After them!
I will end this.
Charge!
You leave me with no recourse.
The hunt is on!
I must keep fighting.
Defeat is not an option.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. I have your back.
Splendid!
Ugh, not liking the idea of all these enemies pasting themselves.
Let me heal
So
your
rude.
wounds. Your wounds are healed.
I see. So I seize your call.
Haven't we met before? What is your name?
I'm no one of note, I'm afraid. You must have me mistaken for someone else.
Realize the gulf between our skills.
I fight for peace. For the good of all.
Now then, to work.
I do not miss.
Yes, very effective.
Your orders?
This is the end.
It's not over yet.
This battle is ours.
darkness engulfs you.
You leave me with no recourse. You will regret ridiculing me. The price for such insolence is your life. Cold wind blows! Wasted time!
Defeat is not an option.
My research!
Shall we begin?
These enemies are quite numerous. It's already hasted. Oh boy.
Let us try out their weakness.
I'll just have him do that.
I have your back.
I can do it.
Let me heal your wounds.
Allow me.
Thank you.
I fight for peace. With the powers in me, it worked. Ah! My turn.
That's not ideal. All these enemies are super far away. So I feel like all my turns are getting wasted.
Be gone! Defeat is not an option.
This battle is ours. You'll get no mercy from us.
Very well then. Take this!
This is enough. Your lifeblood shall paint my soul.
I shall try my level best. Let us heal our defenses.
I shall do my best.
Lame.
Let me heal your wounds.
Allow me.
The fight continues.
Oh boy. This is gonna take all day.
Let me show you what I've learned. Please, heed my call. I will end this.
Yeesh. She just can't get anywhere in range.
This is the end. Sounds
I
right.
see your every opening.
For life.
Charge!
This battle is ours. Yeah! This battle is won. My pride is my shield.
Forward! Realize the gulf between our skills. It ends here.
Very well then.
I shall try my level best. Let us steel our defenses.
Splendid. You brute!
Let me heal your wounds.
Ugh, that idiot moved like one square out of my range. What a silly boy.
Your wounds are healed. My apologies.
I cannot lose.
Forgive me!
I will end this.
Yeah. This is the end.
For victory! Yeah! Defeat is not an option. Perish!
Here I come.
You leave me with no recourse. Take this!
This is nothing. I deliver you to the gods.
Let us try out their weakness.
I shall do what I can.
My wounds are sweet.
My turn.
This hurts. Sucker. At this rate,
I won't lose!
The battle is ours. You'll get no mercy from us.
And where shall we strike?
You are not worthy of my time. Ends here. This was destined to work.
I see a path to victory. Let us seal our defenses.
My turn. Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
I can keep fighting. I will end this. For the good of all.
I won't lose! Take that! Defeat is not an option.
The battle is ours. This ends now! Victory is
I
ours!
see your every opening. How annoying.
Let us try out their weakness. All for victory.
I can still fight. Cold wind blows.
My turn.
Wait!
Victory is within reach.
Let me heal your wounds. Your wound.
I need that.
Let me show you what I've learned.
For the good of all.
I won't lose! Defeat is not an option.
The hunt is on. You'll get no mercy from us. Together. Sounds right.
pathetic state of it. I deliver you to the goddess.
My goddess! Not your pawn, I'm merely...
Well, looks like that guy's dead.
What do you hope to do with our secrets? Sell them for riches?
No. We wished only for freedom in our research. Knowing we would be granted no such liberty here, we were left with no choice.
I see. You rebel against her teachings, as I suspected. Take them away. You have our gratitude, Lord Serenoa. We could not have apprehended the heretics without you.
What will happen to them now?
They will be punished for their wrongdoings, of course. Defying the goddess's teachings is the most grave crime one can commit in Hyzant.
I see now. Equality here stems from their thorough elimination of heretics.
You did well, Corentin. For your efforts, you deserve a reward.
If you insist, I do have a request. I would like permission to embark on a journey. I wish to learn more about the medicines of other lands.
Greater knowledge of medicine would prove useful in our studies of life. I will consider it.
We will take our leave here.
Master Corentin, thank you for your help today.
There's something I would speak with you about. Do you have a moment? This place is too conspicuous. Let us talk elsewhere.
You wish to leave Hyzant?
Yes. I wish to study magic, not medicine.
But just before, you spoke of wanting to observe medical treatment in other nations.
Merely a pretense to gain permission to leave. We cannot research freely in Hyzant. We are simply tasked with fulfilling our designated roles. Furthermore, no matter how revolutionary our discoveries may be, the world at large will never know them.
You mean to say you tire of Hyzant's secrecy?
You're not much different than those so-called heretics, then. Could it be you feel some connection with them?
To tell the truth, I was well aware of Plinius' plan. But I was a coward, one who could neither stop nor join them. And because of it, I ended up capturing those with whom I sympathized. I wish never to feel this way again.
And thus you mean to leave the Holy State entirely?
Yes, I have no intention of returning to the Ministry. Which is why I must ask if you would allow me to journey with you, as a member of House Wolfort.
My lord, while he may be a unique character, he undoubtedly possesses a great understanding of the arcane.
There is one thing I must know. Would you be troubled traveling alongside my betrothed, knowing her heritage?
Not at all. I'm abandoning Hyzant, and the goddess's teachings with it. contrary. Lady Frederica's magic fascinates me. I would love to learn more about it.
But of course.
Very well then. Welcome to our ranks, Corentin. Pursue your studies to your heart's content. I only ask that you put them to use on House Wolford's behalf.
Of course. You have my thanks, Lord Serenois.
Seems like things are starting to pick up pace, so that's good. I wonder how that works. Cursed cask. What the heck is a QP? I don't know, it could be useful for someone else to have a healing spell, so I think that makes sense. Doesn't look like he has a purpose in this room yet, but probably will later with magic or something. Let's see if I can upgrade anything. Doesn't look like it. Maybe for him. Ice resistance up? That doesn't seem terribly useful. I think I'll pass on that. No new things there. How do I learn that spell? Does everyone just get to learn it, or what? Who would that be most useful on? Probably her. It doesn't appear that I can just equip that on somebody. Yeah, maybe I can't use that until I unlock something. Nah, whatever. Ah, go away, doggy. I'm watching the maid to be licked, sir.
It's time we head home. You aren't forgetting anything, are you, my lord?
Narrated, I told you, not a child anymore.
I'm sorry, my lord. Whenever I see your face, I can't help but think of the lad I once knew.
Can you not lower your voice? You'll disturb the whole city at this rate.
House Wolford certainly is lively.
Indeed. I've never seen such a big, happy family.
I'm glad they allowed you to travel with us.
As am I. I intend to revolutionize the world with my research.
Very well and good, but we also have a wedding to prepare for. Busy times lie ahead, Frederica.
Yes.
Let us make it a grand wedding. Duet, prepare an extravagant gift worthy of my best friend.
Yes, Your Highness.
It seems I'm just in time. I came to thank you and see you off on behalf of the Holy One.
We are the ones who should thank you. Glenbrook and House Wolford shall not forget your kindness.
I'm happy to have seen Hyzanth with my own eyes. Till we meet again.
Prince Roland, Lord Serenor, the future of Noselia is in the hands of the young, those like ourselves. I much look forward to our next meeting.
We have heard much about how all in Hyzanth are blessed by the goddess's teachings. And yet, they told us almost nothing of the Roselle. What sort of lives did they live here? What sort of life did Mother lead?
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Forgive me. I was merely lost in thought.
Thoughts of the Roselle, I presume.
Yes. I wondered what effect it might have on your relations with Hyzanth, now that we are to wed.
Right now, our three nations work together, but none can say what the future holds. Whatever may occur, know that you will not have to bear it alone. It will be a burden for all of House Wolford to bear, together.
Thank you, Serenor.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenor returns to the Wolford domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Hewitt retire to Whitehome in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolford, as Serenor soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica. Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzelian Mines.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
What the? It couldn't be.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well...
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress, if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it. Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us! Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica. My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolfort.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you are never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war and found her way to Aesfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Sarah Noah says, perhaps I'll have a look around the village and get to know its people while they're taking her measurements. This lady says, your hair makes you stand out, my lord. We don't get many visitors to our fair village. I thought I saw some sparkly bits, sparkly bits, sparkly bits. Snacky. Eesh, these controls are terrible. Tried to hide this from me, did you? This is Daddy's house. He will take everything from you. You have no choice but to surrender your shit to me. Okie dokie, bitches. This game is so stingy with money. Like, right off the bat, I'm like, ugh. This person says that we may be under House Wolford's protection, we dare not leave the village. The goddess is faithful, will haul us straight back to the source if they catch sight of us. It's called Serenia Fantasy, but it doesn't exist anymore, to my knowledge. The child says it's no fun staying in the village all the time. I want to play outside, but Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. And I say that's because you're precious to her. You'd do well to heed her words. The child says, but I don't want to be in this village forever. Sarah Noah says, don't despair. You'll be able to leave the village soon enough, and your mother with you. The child says, if you say so, it'd be nice to go on a trip with her once it's safe. It'll never be safe for you, you little shit. You'll die in obscurity. Where's my sparkly bits? I thought I saw one over here somewhere. We must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain the peace we have enjoyed in these lands. Yeah, it is, actually. The child says, thanks, I feel better. You'll feel real good when I kill you. No. Fucking ladies. It was fun, but then it got way too pay-to-win-y. Like, they just started, like, releasing super powerful items, like, every week, and they were, like, hundreds of dollars, and eventually people just stopped playing it because it was ridiculous. Like, you didn't even need to, like, do anything other than just buy the stuff that they gave you to, like, win the game. It was really bad. Like, before it got bad, they had these cool contests where you could win, like, stuff that you would normally have to buy with real money. Yeah, I think that's what they did, honestly. She says that I can't go in there because they're taking Lady Frederica's measurements. They hope not to be discovered by the naughty people. Anyways, I think I explored enough. This person says, we came to this land in the midst of the Salt Iron War, desperate to escape Hyzant's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. I just said I intend to honor that. Let's work together and make this land a prosperous one for your people. The elder says, I cannot thank you enough for those kind words. May they be a beacon of hope in the generations to come. We will do all in our power to make it so. Sarah Noah says, Father granted the Roselle asylum in our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzant, they are now as much a part of the Wolfort domain as anyone else. We learned about the Roselle, apparently. It's a fucking kitty cat. Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't see any more sparkly doodads. Alright, let's just be done with that. Serenoa says surely they'll have finished taking her measurements by now. Nah, she's cheating on you, dude. She's letting them fondle her yum-yums. Giving her the old titty fuck.
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you're so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolfort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Esfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolfort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Let's keep Roland.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzellia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolfort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask. Of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future. That much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines!
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the Grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
Looks like I found another, battle where I can do some potential leveling, so I think I'm gonna end my broadcast here since I have to stitch 2 videos together. And I will be back in a little while.